Hello guys, welcome once again to my video, and today I'm going to be building my own PC. Actually, I'm going to be using it for video editing, for gaming, and some other stuff as well. So this is a mid-range build, and I chose these parts because I think this is actually going to be suitable for the work that I'm going to be doing. So let's start with the casing. The casing is actually an NZXT S340 Elite, and I chose this because this is actually really looks good and has a window on the side where you can see what's going on. Also on the front side there's no opening, and I don't like those drives anymore, and I like this kind of thing, so that's why I chose this. For the video card, I bought this cheap Zotac, which is actually GeForce 1060. This is a 6 GB and it's a VR ready video card. I think this is going to be good for my video editing. For my motherboard, I chose the Asus Prime B350 Plus. I think this is very good for overclocking, and then actually it's also good for the ones I'm going to be working on. I chose the Raid Max because this is a 700 watts and which can power all of these. If I manage to probably add one more video card in the future, this can handle it. For the cooler, this will be actually it's a cheap cooler which actually I just bought recently, and this is actually a big with a big heat sinks in it, and then with a fan inside. This is from Cooler Master. And for my processor, I chose the Ryzen 5 1600X. I was planning to buy the 1600, but at the moment there's no stock in the market, so I chose to buy this. But yeah, I think it's going to be good. And for my hard drive, I just bought the 275 GB SSD drive from Crucial. And for my RAM, I bought a 16 GB memory card, which is actually also from Crucial. This is a ballistic one, and I think this will handle the work I'm going to be doing. So without further ado, let's start building the PC. Alright guys, I open up the box of the motherboard, and then all the parts is here. What we're going to do is going to put the CPU and all the parts inside the motherboard before I put it onto the chassis. Okay, so let's start with the Ryzen processor. Just be careful. Oh, by the way, a precaution before we start: try to ground yourself, touch a metal or something, because if you actually ground electrify this thing, you're gonna be frying your motherboard, so be careful. Okay, so we're gonna be, let's put the CPU right there. Okay, see, if you see that triangle, just put it onto that area, and just let it slide in. Don't force it inside, just let it slide in. Okay, and then once you're done, just close it and then put the clip back on, and then that's it. And then after that, we're going to put the thermal paste. This is the thermal paste that comes with the heatsink. Actually, it's the cooler. So just place a little bit, not too much. You don't want it spreading outside. You try to lower it down slowly, and then adjust the heatsink right there, and then put the clip on the other side and also on the other side. Just put a little bit of force, clip both of them, and then after that, once you feel it's actually aligned, and slide the lock, and there you go. So the heatsink now is properly fixed onto the motherboard. Okay, so just be careful, don't put too much force on it. I'm gonna put 2 fans on that, so that will be the one going in and coming out. So I'm gonna put that both of them. And then after that, what we're gonna do is gonna put the RAM onto the gray area right here. Okay, once you hear the click, then you know that's already been properly placed. Okay, after that, now what we're going to be doing is going to put this onto the chassis. So we managed to put everything all together, and we're going to be testing this if this is working. Really hope it works. So let's see. Turning the power. And there you go. It's working properly. So I placed 2 fans in the CPU so that the air will flow out, coming out from this side. And yeah, that looks really good. So we're going to be doing some benchmarks here, installing Windows and testing some programs as well. Okay guys, so I've installed everything. I've installed the Windows, some of my programs, and we're going to be also checking out if the processor and the GPU is actually okay. So I'm going to benchmark it now, so at least for you guys to see. Just want to remind you that I'm using a Ryzen 5 1600X with a 6-core processor. It's the CPU actually worked very well. Very cool. Let's try to test the GPU. Well, as you can see, well, everything looks fine. We have really nice scores for both of them, my CPU and GPU. My CPU is an AMD Ryzen 5 1600X, and my GPU is a GeForce GTX 1060 6GB. Well, there you go, guys. I hope you liked my video, and I hope you learned something about it. And I'm going to be using this computer for my video editing and also for some gaming. And when I'm also doing some illustrations and some drawings, I'm going to be using this as well. So I'm very happy and I'm very glad that this thing is working, and I hope you guys liked my video, and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.